All right, Brett, crack it open. You got to take the safety off.
The safety is key.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
All right, for those of you listening, we're opening Ramoon, and Brett is just figuring it out.
I'm
Kind
really
of
good
one
at
of the
it.
coolest drinks if you can figure out how to open it. The trick is figuring that part out.
I'm awful.
You gotta do it like... Oh!
There you go.
Oh.
Mazel tov.
No, wait. Is that how it
No,
goes?
no, fuck.
Don't you?
It's got the little roller in there.
See?
He rolls it when it goes through.
Yeah, but this is the nipples here are to stop it from plopping in your mouth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, wait, no, those little things
Those
can't be for
nipples
that.
catch it.
But no, the top catches it. Oh, from it closing up
Yeah,
on you?
from it stopping up. Because the marble, once you get less in there.
Guys, this is the
just floats.
science of
floats.
Ramoon.
It's
It's a
fine.
drink. The more you know. That just blew my mind.
Do it
I
the other
always
way.
wanted to know what those were for.
Yeah, the little nipples.
Oh my god. Wrong way. Wrong way to do it.
Just deep throated. Pinkies out.
You just rolled
So
over
this
the
is-
nipples.
this is-
You just tilted it back until it rolled over it.
I mean,
Audio listeners are
Yeah, we're gonna
fucking
take this moment
riveted right
to
now.
apologize to the only audio.
Yeah.
There is a video version where you can see this nonsense.
And even there, you can't see the... Here, look. That's what we're talking
that
about.
little glass
These are the
bowl.
nipples.
And there's nipples. There's
Yeah.
nipples and bowls.
They're like inverted nipples, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
They don't
I don't
stick out,
judge
they
either
stick
way
in.
their nipples are.
I mean, every nipples is inverted.
Every nipple is
You just don't
perfect
experience
and
the
unique.
inverted version.
Yeah.
Every nipple naturally has
I
it.
feel a video coming on
tracks
from
in.
this the nipple ad.
The nip
Free
ad.
the nip.
So it's an ad
They
showing
never,
you to
they never
accept,
free the nip, that whole movie. There's
know,
no nips.
I
They
know.
don't free it.
No.
but it was talked about, so therefore it was worth it.
They freed the subject of the nip.
Yes, you gotta start somewhere. So as long as
All right,
it's a
yeah, people are
conversation.
talking about it now.
There was
It's
a
true.
retaliation, but they nipped it in the bud. Let's address who this man is, for those of you.
Hi, I'm Brett. I was in a video.
He was in a video.
He
I'm
tried to
Evan.
drug me.
I was in the last one.
I'm still Paul. And, you know...
No, Paul, you
Shut up,
are
Evan.
not still Paul. You're just Paul.
I've always been
What?
only Paul.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, so... Okay, so...
That really lost me.
Let's acknowledge that it's been kind of rough the past month to try to get a natural schedule out for you guys.
Yeah.
But everyone's
Schedules.
been, holiday season.
We're hard
Everyone's
at
been
work
working
with the thought process.
and or graduating. Bryce
Yeah.
Proud of you.
had to graduate.
You beautiful man, you.
Listen, I've been playing a lot of Zelda. I can't interrupt that. I'm into the DLC now. I have to get that bike.
So you buy it once and you get both packs,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Turn back
That's-
packs.
that's awesome.
So, being as a person who just started Breath of the
podcast
Wild,
is sponsored by Nintendo.
Not Tendo.
no, maybe,
What'd you say?
hopefully. So, do you guys want to get started with some ideas we got?
Yeah. Shoot.
So, I got a couple of them. I'll bring the best one I feel to the table at the moment. So, this one's kind of an old one that me and you talked about back in the day. So, there is a man who goes to the doctor for a normal checkup. He's like just doing a routine exam, and the doctor starts looking at him. He's like, "So, doctor, what do you think? Am I healthy?" He's like, "Well, you might have herpes." What? What? Where? How? What?
Autobiographical.
And then the guy's like, "I just came here for a normal checkup." He's like, "Well, I didn't say you have herpes. I said theoretically, it's a possibility. I mean, I didn't test for that. If that's
You
what you're
might
asking.
have herpes.
But it's possible you could have it."
might.
And then he's like, "God, okay, whatever. Okay, I didn't. That's not what I came about. So can we talk more about my results?" And it's like, well, and it continues to progress.
Might have stage 4 cancer.
You possibly could have AIDS as well.
Like,
Are you serious? Well, there's a lot more testing we need to do, like all of the
Like
testing.
the AIDS test.
Like the
So,
AIDS
like the
test.
We
AIDS
might
test.
start with that one.
So, and it progresses, and the guy gets more and
that
more
would tell us
frustrated.
a little bit more.
And he continues to get more and more frustrated that the doctor's like giving him not real examinations, but just throwing out a bunch of things he might have. So
Could
then
be.
Then he leaves. And
Is
it's
this
like,
man
okay,
even a
just-
doctor?
Yes, he actually is. So by then
Okay.
he's like, man, after the patient has left, he's like, man, I really should have told him about this stage 4 cancer.
That he has.
Oh well.
He's like, wait a second. Let me look at the chart. Oh God.
Oh,
It's
no.
all true.
Well, at least I did prescribe him that herpes cream just in case.
My chart also says bad at tables manners.
Tables manners.
What is it, What does the doctor talk?
Oh, bedside manner.
Bedside manner.
Yeah.
I got horrible at that too.
But so it's not super developed yet, but I kind of like
No,
the
I
concept.
like that. Yeah.
So
Nothing I have is super developed.
So I'm just not sure how to continue progressing because he has to get to a point where he just gets super frustrated. So I mean, the joke can't be used too many times throughout the video.
I feel like we'd have to really hammer in that this guy could actually be
Like a figure quack.
no. I feel like if he goes in and says it's possible you could have herpes
Oh shit.
if you sect someone with herpes. Because that's how you get it.
Yeah, you'd have to
Okay.
play it like real
But he's gonna have
dry
a long
and
enough
serious.
pause. It's like, I mean, there is a potential that you have
And then
it
he's
right
like,
now.
He's like,
I mean,
since
if
it's
you did.
since it's hereditary, and then say some awful hereditary thing,
Yeah.
and then he's like, my grandpa doesn't have that. He's like, well, what'd your grandpa have? Oh, I had tuberculosis. That's what you could get.
You could
That's
also,
the one you might
have that right
Yeah.
now. As
Tuberculosis.
we're speaking.
Is like super contagious, apparently.
Is it?
And it's hereditary.
My sister was working on a cruise ship and somebody got it, and like everyone that was working on the cruise ship had to go
Shit.
see a doctor immediately.
Dear
They
God.
like sent everyone a letter.
Oh, I'm thinking of the insulation that they used to use on the ships. What is that called? Ethereum? No, not
What are you talking
Ethereum.
about?
That's a Bitcoin.
That is a Bitcoin.
Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency.
It's a Bitcoin.
It is a bit of a coin. It is on the interwebs.
That's yeah, you're not wrong.
Bits.
Digital stuff.
Oh, coins.
But so that's one of the ideas I kind of had.
Sweet.
So I don't
Doctor.
think it'd be too
I
bad.
think we just call it like working title, just bedside manner.
I
Oh,
like,
I like
that,
that.
actually.
To
That's good.
Or he's a quack, because it could be
Bedside
like.
manner's way better.
Yeah, I do like that.
yeah, mine
dig
is
that.
much
Sorry,
You know
Evan,
what,
you could just speak your
sorry.
mind a little
For
more.
those who
I
can't
haven't
see,
shot you down
there's
enough.
so
You're gonna-
much fingers going right now.
So much fingers.
Brett just comes on the show and just trash talks the
Actually,
host.
Yeah.
go kill yourself.
I'm real excited to be here today, guys. Thank you so much.
Wonderful opportunity.
Take this opportunity to take where you're feeling right now and just put it right here.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet, man. Brett, what you got?
Yeah, let me find my phone because I don't remember a damn thing.
Delicious. Also very delicious.
All right, yeah, none of mine are like super anything yet. It's really just ideas. But I liked this one. We talked about this way back when. At least I think we came up with it together. You know, I silenced this
keep it going.
earlier, but didn't vibrate. It's just like a couple of vampires are hanging out one night, and they're like just a couple teens. They got bit real young, I guess, so they're
Okay.
teens forever. And they're playing video games, whatever. They're like, "Hey, man, I got some weed. You wanna get stoned?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" They like get real high. They're playing video games. They're having a great time. They're playing like Castlevania or something. That's funny.
That makes the only sense that you could actually do in the
And
scenario.
I was like, dude, I'm so hungry. I
Got the munchies.
Yeah, I got the munchies so bad, dude.
Oh.
Oh my god, dude, me too. They just like go on a rampage. They like demolish
Do you like raid
a
their
city.
fridge and they have like pig blood now?
Nah,
Ostrich
that's not
blood?
good.
How did I get
That's
that?
not gonna do it.
Baby circumcised blood.
Circumcision blood, like when they sniff it, they just like happened
the
to be there, and they're like, "Hang on, let me." Just...
But he has to take this from a large case, almost like it's an expensive wine of some sort.
Yeah, and they're
goods.
swirling it. They swirl it and they
Yeah,
sniff it. Like, oh shit, dude. I
How
don't know
did
if
you
it's
get your hands on this, sir?
Ooh.
it's gonna fuck me up.
Oh, that's good
And then what if we
stuff.
could like, if we do it, we do some like train spotting shots
Actually,
of
kind of
our
like that
pupils
aspect
going like
better, like where they aren't like going on a massacre. They just kind of like
They're like-
get a bunch of humans together and turn it into a party. Like,
Like, could they offer them something at the party where the humans know,
maybe
or are they
vampire blood
secretly...
fucks them up.
No. Okay, it could be like from what we do in the shadows, the familiars. They have a bunch of familiars that they're saying they're gonna turn them
they're
into.
trying. Yeah, they're trying to recruit
So it's like,
into
so
vampirism.
guys, what we've decided today. So and then one person's
They're
yes,
just
are
like
we gonna change
snickering
this?
and stoned as
No.
fuck the whole time too.
So we have a proposition for you guys. We are very hungry, but we're also very lazy right now. So what we're gonna need you to
First
do,
one to fill up this cup of blood wins.
and
Gets
it's gotta be done right now. Otherwise, we're just gonna start eating you. So preferably single file line right here.
Then the door slams shut magically.
And next thing you know, it almost goes into like a documentary kind of thing, or like a The Office when they're just doing the interview. So we need to get more familiars now.
Now we're just making
familiarly
what we do in the shadows.
let's just watch that movie, guys.
Watch that.
Actually, that's the best idea here.
What are we doing trying to make stuff? Let's just watch what we do in the
What we do
shadows
in
again.
shadows. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Every stop watching
kinda
and
think-
listening to this podcast, go to watch What We Do in the Shadows.
Brilliant.
It's way better than What We Do Here.
I think there's also that other route with the munchies where we go first they do it like a wine glass. They're like swirling it, sniffing it, saying, "Oh,
and then,
this
like-
blood," and then the next time they're like freebasing it.
And that's going to sound
Yeah, and then they chop it up with like a credit card on a mirror, and it's
they
all
just-
goopy and it looks like shit. They're like,
It just looks like they have a nosebleed.
it's like, dude, you got something here. It's like,
Oh.
oh, I got it.
And then
Just
what they'll
licking
do,
it.
and then it just doesn't say what they're doing. They put some blood in it, like a damp paper towel. They put it up in the microwave, and they just like drop their pants, bend over.
Did you just make the like vodka tampon analogy of
Yes,
like
of boiled
actual?
blood.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So what ideas do you have, Paul?
I can't follow that one. I tell you. So I've been working more on the Hamilton 8 Mile.
Oh, that's right. What did we discuss? That was it. Week 1, week 2.
It was the second podcast, I think.
So
Right?
yeah.
No, I don't know.
Well, let's refresh them anyways. Kind of what the idea
think it
was.
was.
Yeah.
second one.
So the idea is
Big listener.
Hamilton and Eminem in the movie 8 Mile have similar
Beats. Or
kind
flow?
of mic drop moments. So Eminem is it's at the very end where Eminem shits all over Papa Doc in the grand finals.
Pop that.
And
Clap.
the end is basically I am white. I am a fucking bum. I do live in a trailer with my mom, and he owns up to all the problems he has. And then at the end, he's like, I don't even want to win. I'm outie. Tell these people something they don't know about me. And then Papa Doc can't follow up because Eminem just owned up to it all.
He's just like, I've already done all these things.
So-
You have nothing left.
So in Hamilton, when he's getting blackmailed because he slept with Miss Mariah Reynolds,
Yeah.
he wrote the Reynolds pamphlet admitting
Yeah.
that he, instead of embezzling
did
money,
sleep
I
with
use
yeah,
my own money to
Exactly.
cover this up.
Cheat
So
on
I'm
my
an
wife.
asshole.
yeah, exactly.
But
So
I'm
he
not
was
an embezzling
defending,
asshole.
he was defending his name so that he was
He's
proving that he was
Prove to these people I'm embezzled. I'm out.
exactly. So I'm gonna grab the audio.
Oh, wait. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, got it.
Let's get that off.
I'm going to.
Okay, so
There's a thing there, bro. And we knocked it over, bro.
It's fine.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Mick?
play
Mick's
the.
dead? Oh, yeah. Stepped on him on the bridge.
Oh, you're not
And
dead.
Oh, cool, cool, mate.
I felt bad about it. Oh, Mick's alive.
Okay.
What was your question again?
I'm gonna hold it over here so it's not as loud.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
Wait,
put my log
I-
right over
okay,
it.
here we
so
go.
it's
I gotta
twice as
get
loud.
I gotta get in the vibes. Feel it.
Okay, so everyone think 8 Mile. Everybody from
Squad
the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up.
We're raising our hands if you can't see us from the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here.
From the mics.
So this is the instrumental. Here we go. I might suck awful, but
I believe in you.
come one, come all you come to see what happened with this infidelity. Come one, come all, someone came, you see what really happened. Look. Now James Reynolds stands tough, hoping I do not call him out on his bluff. He wants to extort more money, you see, just cause his wife likes sex better from me. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. We did it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and 4. Paying him regardless, this affair was done. Winning this battle, the war can't be won. This guy doesn't have a noble plea. I know all the shit he's got to say against me. I do have a wife and a fucking job. I shouldn't have to comfort your wife when she sobs. And I did pay you to keep your mouth shut. You knew Mariah liked it when I felt up a butt while we're making out and even hooking up. All the while you just cashed in on your slut. Yo, I did fuck your girl, I'm not proud, but shit, fuck living in your world. Don't ever try and snitch on me, dude. I know what the fuck is really true, and I know something about you. You weren't a nice husband, you were fucking cruel. You beat her, cheat her, even mistreat her. Is it hard to believe she wanted someone else to meet her? This wasn't my idea, you know, but when her mouth was on mine, I could not say no. I left this fool's wife feeling satisfied. Her cuckold husband should be feeling fucking gratified. I hear James has had a bad stroke of luck. It's entirely his fault. Mariah just needed a good fuck. Fuck a beat. I go a cappella. She fucking walked into my life, and I did end up cheating on my wife. Listen, what I did keeps me awake. You never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. For God's sake. Fuck this argument, man. My heart aches. So tell him, Mr. Reynolds, about my big mistake.
Oh! That was great!
Dude, that's fucking...
Oh my god!
That's pretty dope.
So yes, I'm still working out.
Look at
They're
those!
tiny, but you can still see them.
They're
That's
very
how
tiny, but you can still see those.
Unless you're listening to this.
Then you can't see
You can't
those.
see those.
Oh my gosh.
That was pretty
So
sweet.
That was so bad.
I'm still working out some of the tiny beat
Yeah.
stuff,
Getting a
but I
little
think
smoother.
most of the meat is there. Like, I
Yeah.
think
It's a lot of meat.
someone else wanted
Mariah.
to meet her.
Mariah also got a lot of meat.
Yeah, so there's a couple things I'm not quite happy with, but
Which parts?
I think it's just the flow of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit better. Like, I stumbled on it a bit because I haven't rehearsed it or anything really, but
Better on the night.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it only makes sense.
So yeah, and I watched 8 Mile 2 nights ago, and
So he's pretty much Eminem now.
I'm actually an Eminem expert.
Basically.
Pretty much we have the real life Marshall Mathers play stand up.
Yep.
Slim Shady.
So yeah, man, I would like to start finalizing the little beats of it that I'm happy with the flow of it.
Yeah.
Because I think the whole like story is there. All of the major burns I wanted to hit are like there. But I just need to maximize the flow, I think, and then we could record it. And then once we record it, we can start the green screen stuff.
Yeah.
Once we have the audio.
With the idea what he did, so we're going to actually put him physically in that scene during 8 Mile.
Yeah, so I'll take the footage from 8 Mile.
We're actually building a translocation device to put him into that scene.
Yeah, so anytime from this point forward you watch 8 Mile, you'll actually see Hamilton Paul.
Yeah, so we got
Paulmaton. Hamil Paul?
I like Hamil Paul.
Alexander Paul.
Alexander Paulington.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, so we got to go back to school so we can figure out how to make a translocator device.
I got to figure out how to be cool.
you could figure it out on YouTube. I mean, I bet I could learn open heart surgery on YouTube. So who wants to get operated on? Because I could probably do it.
I saw a video on YouTube that taught people how to get operated on.
That just makes sense.
I could lay down.
Getting over
Yeah,
sickness.
and
I sleep every night.
I could do the chopping part.
Okay.
Like I played Overcooked, so I do know how to chop a lot.
That game is a lot of chopping.
It's mostly chopping.
The most amount of chaos I've ever had, and the closest I've ever came to having a divorce.
God damn it. Okay, so the other idea that wasn't pitched already I had was a version of our Jinxed joke where it's basically we're doing whatever, we're just eating dinner, doing something, and then all of a sudden we say the same sentence like, oh, that was a pretty good one. Or, oh, that was a pretty good one. Jinx. Double jinx. Jinx. Yeah. So So
that's like
so they jinx twice, and then they go nectarines, and they both say it at the same time, apples. And then they're like, just completely random stuff, and it's like, rotten green beans.
Square.
And everyone and we jinx the whole time, and then it gets weirder and weirder until we just have a really silly one, and we're like laughing, and then
and we have the same laugh.
so we have exactly the same laugh, and I know I should have wrote this down. It was
So what's like the punchline to it at the end?
yeah, it was I thought of it, and then I forgot of it.
That's fair.
It was
There's something there, though. I mean,
I kind of like that we're sort of becoming like a singularity.
yeah. So
it
so
goes back and forth, almost like
I just
Hitchcock's.
remembered.
Like it goes like from like.
Right here, remembered.
Just remembered. So yeah, so we're singularity, and it gets weirder and weirder, and we're even matching weird stuff like laughs.
Yeah.
And then at the end of our big laugh, we pause, and we go to say the most honest thing ever, and it's like, I want a divorce, and it's like, I want to renew our vows. Like at the exact same time.
And it's just
Something like that. I mean, not necessarily the marriage bit, but something along the lines of they're totally on the wrong page from one another, even though they were perfectly
I thought
in sync.
episode 1 was all right.
Yeah, Phantom Menace is great.
That's actually the best of all the Star Wars.
I like that. That's
Something
really
like
good.
that.
Just right at the end. Yeah, that's good. Something I was thinking about. We came up with this forever ago, and the more I think about it, because I can't stop thinking about it, is like it's the one where you start just subtly measuring things you need to know the size of with like methods you know are the size of your dick. So you're just like, this is like 7 inches, like
Yeah, and Evan's like, "Hey, my phone is has a 12-inch screen."
This is amazing! This is a giant phone! Where did you get your measurements? Oh, don't you know the
thing. He's
thing?
like,
Yeah.
it's your forearm to your elbow, and then they're like, "Wait,
what?
like no, that's like if you're a porn star or something."
That's
That's
if you're a horse.
That's not the
Maybe-
measurement you have.
Maybe I Googled it for horses. Yeah, you must have typed horse.
I just want like a shot at the end of Evan with like a
Horse
huge
dick.
dong, and it's just like he's like, weird. It looks right.
have a blurred right
I
there.
just want the end of Boogie Nights where he's in the mirror. He just pulls down his underwear and he's just staring at his dick in the mirror.
Oh, speaking of dick. Okay, so my second idea, I gotta tell you guys.
Gotcha.
So these.
Oh wait, you're done. You're not
Well,
done.
yeah, no, sorry. I was just gonna say I don't think that's like strong enough to be its own bit. So I kind of want to just that to be like in other, just like throughout sketches.
Oh,
you know,
gotcha.
like a
Really.
recurring thing where just like, hey, we need like whatever. Anytime somebody needs to measure something, like if we're like, oh, okay, guys, we need to build a fort here. Like we're like on it. Like.
Oh, measuring with their fingers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just
It's
pivoting.
Sorry, audio. Sorry.
God damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, just a
like
recurring
that.
thing.
Gotcha.
So we can
I like that.
put that in places.
So, the one that I was going to pitch pertaining to the male genitalia. So, it starts out with this guy who's like a notorious famous person for eating the most spicy stuff in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts with this montage, almost like an infomercial to this guy. He's eating these peppers from this place, and he's
butthole.
yeah, and he goes
to you live.
exactly. So it's almost like a sports announcer doing like the highlight reel to his career. And they're like, okay, so he's about to attempt the newest challenge. This was a genetically modified pile of goop that actually has the highest Schofield rating there actually is possible. So this
like
guy
infinity.
in like a bunny suit comes out and he drops it with some tongs on the table itself, and then he's like gets him ready,
my
builds
God.
it up. He picks up with his fingers and he starts screaming. And they're like, oh my God, what's wrong? Dude, it was so hot, my dick melted off. And then like literally his pants are on fire. Like we do like the hairspray on his, and he just runs around. And then it's like, I'm not sure exactly how I want to end.
I got an idea. So what if they go out to the competition and it's just a folding table in our living room, and there's like a little banner that's like "Go Spicy" or whatever,
Yeah.
and we're all sitting down, and then they have it presented in this like metal, not metal, like a rock basically.
Yeah.
And then they pour it into the bowls and it like melts through the bowls, so they have to eat it out of their rocks.
Oh, so
like
it's
a
almost
rock
like
bowl?
I
a
got
Like a
smelting
pestle mortar
bowl?
thing.
Yeah.
Like a smelting bowl of
Yeah,
some sort?
exactly. So they have it in there, and it's not only temp or spicy hot, but it's just like temperature hot that it just melts
Yeah,
through
yeah.
everything or whatever. And they're like, so since this is actually eating lava, you're gonna have like you know, 3 minutes to do it. And the last one,
not like some 3-minute rule that they arbitrarily came up with for the competition, but like till it melts through your body.
We also have to have like the announcer guy be super bitter because he's how did I fall to something so low as to narrate this shit? So he's just super jaded about the whole thing.
he's just really considering switching careers at this point of his life.
I kind of like it better that if there's like the intro with all this shit going on, where like they lower it into the bowl, it like melts the bowl and everything, and like he goes in, he eats it, it's like fucking horrible.
No, but
his tears are coming out, and then like we cut, and it's like just some kid chomping on a jalapeno. Just like a little,
it's just his like
yeah. He's sitting at like a tiny plastic table.
Yeah, he's
you
like
know?
bowing. And if there's, I was kind of thinking something like I don't think it's safe to eat glow sticks. I'm just gonna say that. But we open up some red glow sticks and put it in like nacho cheese, and then it'll be glowing like lava. Mm-hmm. And then Evan, you know, we supplement it with special effects glowing, and he's like licking it off his fingers and stuff. Yeah. And he's like, and he's just ripping it off, and the other guy's like,
I don't think
smoking,
Evan
and he can't do
that
it.
Stuff. I had
I'm trying to
in my mouth once, and it like
maybe we can green screen the yellow of the cheese and then just put a glow filter on it.
Oh, that might work actually.
So Evan's like licking it off his fingers and stuff, and he wins, and then he's like off stage getting ready for his post interview win. Yeah, because like after the big competitions, like, all right, what are you? He's like, hold on 1 second, and then there's like, okay. And then they're like, no, come on, let's go. And then they go back to like the locker room or whatever. And Evan's like, hold on, I have to pee real quick. And he goes pee. He goes, oh, Jesus Christ.
I like it all like off screen. Like we stay with them in the hallway.
And then just in the locker room, they're like, he'll be out in a second. Oh, this won't last. This will last for hours. He'll be right back. Oh, I'm going to die here.
Like, the tip of it's on fire.
He's like, I should have used those wet wipes. Fresh snaps.
Does anyone have a gallon of milk?
Oh my god!
With a hole large enough to stick a dick in.
I like if you just
like
kind of
like jar, like not a milk jug, a milk jar.
I like it if out in the hallway there's like a snack tray and among like all the sports shit, and like there's
snap.
Just like
moist towelette,
like a metal pourer. What the fuck do you call those? Pitcher, yeah. Metal pitcher full of milk in there for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so like he goes in, he goes to the bathroom, you hear him scream off camera, and then like sprints, like the scream gets louder, he sprints out of the bathroom and then just like dives his dick into the pitcher of milk.
Or just at the competition they have milk-filled toilets. So that cuz like when you're pooping in like if it's a big one, it'll like splash up. And then the milk splashing up will feel really good.
So he's at this competition where you have spicy nacho cheese on your dick and you have to poop hard enough to splash milk on your dick so it doesn't burn anymore.
On your butt. They're like milk bidets.
I think we're on the wrong platform to put this. I don't think it can be put on YouTube. I think this is more like...
This idea got so out of hand.
That escalated so quickly into the darkest of places. Or the milkiest of places.
I mean, you know that's happened though. I'm sure at one point in our evolution we've done that.
I don't know.
Milk, or they just like hire people
at one point
to splash milk on their butt after they win the competition.
Like
I think the closest we've come to that is
Game
porn, where people put milk in their butts.
I don't.
Oh, milk butts.
yeah. Milkbutts.com.
Yeah, that's fair. Love that.
I bet that's an actual website now.
And if not, it's going to be sold now.
Yeah. Immediately. Our thousands of listeners, somebody's going to buy it up.
Thing and then sell the rights to that. Milk butts.
And then you're at like the movie theater and it's like, oh, I'll have some milk duds, and you sue them for slander because they said milk butts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just stick some milk duds, and they give you milk butts instead.
Oh my my god.
What is that as
use
a product?
Use code MilkButts at milkduds.com to get 20
honestly,
off Milk Butts.
If there was a candy called Milk Butts that was just like tiny, I
Butts
don't know,
with milk in
like little gummies with
Remember like the Nick and Lips or whatever
like
they're called?
cream filled
Butts.
what are those like
Cream puffs?
cow sticks that
What?
they're
Milky Way?
fuck no, they're these like they're called cow sticks or something. They just
Beef
are
jerky.
like kind of chewy on the outside and they have a
chitlins?
cream filling, but it's like
No idea.
I
solid.
have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Fuck.
Casberry egg?
I don't know what
Cadbury
they're
egg?
called, man.
Casper? The ghost?
They're one of those weird candies that you see at like restaurant
Your grandma's
checkouts or
house?
somewhere strange. You know, you don't.
Are they in a clear wrapper?
You'd like find them at Hobby Lobby or something.
Okay.
Not
Someone-
like a candy shop.
Can't
Someone listening, figure this out for us and send this to
please,
us.
please, or an entire bag of those things.
Yeah, just
I think we
mail
need
them.
like
P.O. Box.
about 5,000 more listeners before anyone can
No,
happen
Even hear
to
us.
know
No,
what
you-
I'm talking
You
about.
have to
Probably.
have those key people who are the diehards.
Mm-hmm.
Diehards.
Actually, it's like that
John
XKCD comic, Today's Lucky 10,000. Do you guys know that one? It's like he's just talking about how he hates whenever somebody's hasn't seen a movie or something, and everyone around them is like, "Oh, you haven't seen Lord of the Rings? What the hell is wrong with you?" He treats them more like, "Oh, dude, you were one
gonna
of
be
today's
such a-
lucky 10,000," because he
That's
did the
the-
math
gotcha,
of like there's
wow.
approximately 10,000 people a day learn about that new thing every day.
So like
So
Back
it's
to the
like,
Future, like someone's
You're
watching.
one of the lucky 10,000 that gets to
That's
find
really
out
cool.
about this today.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
I forgot what the fuck we were talking about that led to this.
Yeah.
Milk Buds.
Milk butts.
You know, chain of events that create that conversation. That's fair.
Yeah.
Like the Big Bang happened.
Oh,
we're
we were
here
talking about
milk
listeners. I think like
I
once
thought,
you
yeah, it
hit
was from
10,000
evolution.
listeners, you can talk about anything. And one of them will know.
They'll know.
Yeah.
That's like one of the greatest vast knowledges in a pool that you could ever have. You could
It's just
actually
a-
ask a
a
question
fan base.
instead of actually asking Google.
No, that's like the only
ask-
reason I want to be internet famous is so I can just do a podcast
can help
and
you
be like, hey,
figure shit out.
anyone from my pool of internet fan slaves.
Geniuses.
Let me know about what you think of this, because that's some good info. Better than Google.
Put it in the comments, like and favorite.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And share. That's a thing. So
So I had when you asked me to come up with ideas, for some reason that morning in the shower. Oh no, you know what? It was just that I was in the shower thinking of ideas, and I'd been listening to some weird song, and so I had that melody stuck in my head. And whenever we're in the car and listening to the radio, you always do the fucking thing where you just change random words to willy schlong, butt, dick, or
Yeah.
licking on my dick.
Yeah. Licking on my butt.
Licking on my butt is my favorite one because it's not butthole. It's just like
Just licking
licking
on
on my butt,
my butt.
the side of the butt.
like a cheek, or even be like side leg almost.
Yeah.
It could be considered
That's butt.
So that just
Ish.
somehow
Buttish.
evolved into this stupid fucking idea where I thought we could just put on like goblin costumes and like big old goblin dicks. And this is a song about goblins that have to fight using their dicks.
Oh my god.
It's like
Brett,
It's a
were
fight.
you in the shower just
Wait, are you
imagining you
gonna
had a
perform
giant goblin
yeah, I'm
dick
gonna sing
and you
this
just
now.
wanted
I'm
to figure out
following
how
up
to
your
use it?
Eminem song. This shit.
I just picture Brett in his mind. He was just like, man, I wish I had a giant goblin dick and I could do something cool with it, like in the shower.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I needed a goblin.
Well, I think in the video it would be Brett in the shower thinking, and then we go to what
That's
It's
just what's
goblin
going
dicks.
on. Goblin dicks. All right. They're like, if it's a fight they want to pick, we'll crush them with our dick. I know it won't take long if we smash them with our schlong. Though it may seem silly, we can win with a willy. Don't bother me with that chopping block, I'll just whip out my cock.
Oh my god.
That was like going through my head the whole day,
what I-
leading into
Like what I envisioned was like this brutal, very unplanned rap thing, like
No,
goblin
no.
dicks, real fuck, I'll slap you in the face. And then I heard this country folk pop song.
You also got to bring out a lute as well.
Yeah.
Goblins are playing recorders with their nose.
Some child's like skipping by, yeah.
Oh my god.
It'll turn in. It's like one of the those scenes in Chicago or
Oh,
Rent
yeah.
or whatever, and the goblins are like or like blowing the nose or farting or doing, and that makes all the beats for it. And it's like the squish of eating a rat or the blowing his nose, like farmer sneeze, whatever.
It's just the fapping sound over and over again. It's just...
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's different forms of it.
So
there's one that's like, one guy's like,
yeah, that one comes out of nowhere.
Dude, weird ass shit.
Oh my god.
Then we call it sequel to Box Trolls, and we'll animate it frame by frame.
It's nice
Why not?
to meet you.
No, what we,
even if I don't read it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So with that idea, I now have an idea that's not pertaining to penis.
No, you gotta.
So
That's the rest of the. We changed the podcast.
it's
now.
actually all about how we can make penis funny. That's actually the idea.
It's cock deals.
So it's kind of like it goes back in time where we're medieval heroes. So like we have a knight, we have a wizard, and we like do these crazy badass feats. Like so we go to get some cool locations, whether it's in the mountains, make it look super legit. Like we have to put a lot of effort for a very, very short period of time, so it looks like we're making some crazy plan to go slay a Babadook or something crazy. And then it kind of cuts away to these guys who are just sitting on a park bench, like what are they doing? I'm not necessarily sure what's going on over there. And then just looks back to us. We're seeing it through our eyes. It looks this crazy badass scene. And then it goes back to those guys and it looks at them. So it's from their perspective. And we're just kind of smacking a small child with foam swords on the floor.
Oh, for those boffers.
Yes. Like we're about to go.
One of us is just like running alongside.
Lifetime.
They like go to kick at it and just slip and slide into a pole, you know?
Oh, they're like riding a horse and they're on the like the fat kid's back, and then right next to him is on the playground that little horse you can actually ride.
Oh my gosh. And then it goes off into like it breaks the fourth wall, or and then it goes to some guy almost like a Twilight Zone kind of thing. And this, kids, is why you don't take mushrooms. But I'm not necessarily sure where that can go or if there's anything else.
I feel like
then maybe there's a flashback in black and white, and he's in 7-Eleven, and he looks at a bag of just shiitake mushrooms. He takes them and runs.
It's just normal.
He just takes mushrooms, and it's like just never take mushrooms.
Never take much. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh shit, that's straight out of Bear With Me, man.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Evan knows about Bear With Me.
I don't. What is this?
So,
really?
So Bear With Me is...
I'm
Evan's come
bearing
up
with
with a
you through
couple
this
Bear With
idea.
Me.
Yeah. So it's... Brett and I are planning on writing a very props-heavy comedy, like Naked Gun,
Airplane, Naked Gun.
Hot Shots.
Got you.
So like just the super pun-heavy, prop-heavy, ridiculous story with just jokes jam-packed in there.
Yeah.
And it came from like one day we were at Village Pizza, and we were going to pitch one of these, like just crap. We just pitch each other the worst puns we could think of. And we were like, okay, so what if...
No, we were at Village Pizza.
Yeah, we were.
That's what
So I
Go to
said,
Village Pizza Cross. Oh, I thought you said Dion's. Or my brain just
yeah, so we're at Dion's, right? And so we're sitting there, and we're gonna... I'm gonna pitch something, and then I said, Brett, and we like look at each other, and we know we're gonna pitch an awful joke, so we like prep ourselves, and we say, okay, now just bear with me here. And we look at each other, and then we go, just acting like a bear, and we both did it. Like, we knew we were gonna go with this
never said anything
awful
about
joke.
this joke before. We just like connected in that moment.
Yeah, it's like just bear with me,
Bear
and
with
then
me.
we just act like a bear. So we wanted to make a whole like the movie of these two detectives, and the whole time they just say all these normal sayings, and they're all taken super literally or ridiculously. And it's just jam packed with jokes.
A huge list of the ones we've actually remembered to write down. We've come up with so many more.
Oh, I like the dollar one. So,
do you want to do the dollar one?
Yeah, so the dollar one. So like they're walking in a crime scene, right? And then one of them looks down and is like, "Oh my god." I didn't think there was money in here. And he starts like putting all these trinkets in his pocket, and it's like random ass like little things around the house.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, that wasn't money. He's like, I didn't think it was.
I didn't think it was $1.
I didn't think it was. He's like, wow, I can't believe that all this money is here. It's like, that's not money. I know.
Yeah, I can't believe
this money is here.
That's not money.
That's not something I can believe.
I wouldn't believe you if you told me there was money here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Another one I really like is this dude earlier in the movie like just sits down and eats his pants. And then they're
an hour later
they're going through a situation like somebody jumps out and scares him or something, and he's like, "Oh my god, I just shit my pants."
They tilt down and his pants came out
his
butthole.
pants. Yeah.
That's why, kids, you don't eat pants.
So yeah, just awful,
Shit
terrible
like that.
jokes.
That's amazing.
I really like the one where they're just sitting on a bus together, and they're having we're I ruined it immediately. Ignore everything I've said.
Up to what point? Like the whole podcast?
The whole thing.
Everything I've said.
We'll just edit him out.
Ever.
Actually, fix it in post. Just fix it in post.
Fixed in post. Get rid of me. We'll come back to this point.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Actually, Paul's been. We're gonna cut right here.
Just put a black
thing
blurry,
here.
naked,
And
nudity
just covering
thing.
me up with a dildo stock image.
A goblin dick.
a bag.
Yeah.
A bag of black
Goblin
dildos.
dick.
Yeah.
Big. It covered an axe.
So we're cut like real close in on a couple people having an argument, and one of them just turns to me and he's like, "Where do you get off?" And then like you pan out and they're on a bus and stops and here.
And then Edgar Wright stole this joke from us.
That's the
and
thing.
did it
It's like I
perfectly.
can't even be mad because he did such a great job with it.
And Baby
it's
Driver,
Baby Driver,
John
they're
Bernthal
in the elevator.
nails it.
It's like, where do you get off?
And he walks out.
Yeah,
And Kevin Spacey got off.
Yeah.
Of
that's where he got off.
He got his rocks off on little
Yeah.
kids.
And then,
Daddy.
like 6 months after Village Pizza, Explosm, Cyanide and Happiness guys, did a comic that was Bear With Me. And
It
then
was
the
literally
next
Bear With
panel,
Me.
they're eating salmon
river,
out
like-
of a river.
On a salmon run.
Yeah.
my God. See, that's
Which,
the thing. You
and
gotta get to
then
market
even
first.
before that, Paul and I, actually, Evan, you may have been there with
the
us.
finger pull.
We were just fucking around with the like pull my finger joke because
Yeah.
Paul was farting a bunch or something.
Yeah, naturally.
Naturally, because that's what you do when you
Jinx.
edit. Jinx again. And he gave me his finger, and I kind of held it for a second. We like made eye contact, and it pushed in, and it was like,
right.
"Ah!"
Just explodes right then and
Fucking
there.
Cyanide and Happiness. Like
the
8
animated
months
one.
later, did this animated where there are a couple guys in an
Oh,
office, and he's
no.
like, "Hey, pull my finger," and he pushes it in, and the entire
Sucks
building
up his
sucks
butt.
up into his butt. And it was fucking genius.
Oh my goodness.
It's perfect.
Dude, we gotta act on these ideas faster.
So, guys, if there's been any idea that you hear that we've pitched today, and you guys
Yeah, go ahead and
absolutely have
steal
to
it.
see,
Give it to Cyanide
in
and Happiness.
reality,
They're already working
take
on
it
that.
from us, and you do it because you're gonna do it much better. We're terrible. We're awful people.
Yeah, this podcast is just free ideas for
Trashed.
the public, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
So yeah, I mean, I would be flattered if someone stole the Eminem Hamilton rap before
That'd
I
be
got a chance to
amazing.
make it. Because
Yeah.
that means someone
Is
is
listening
watching.
and excited.
But if you
And
do like
thinks it's a good
Actually,
idea
that would be a
to do
cool
it,
podcast if
let
we
us
just had
know.
like a pool of really creative fans that made the ideas with us. Like we all made the
and then
sketch
we had
together.
film competitions to see who did the idea best.
And it would never be us.
we never get any submissions.
We would
And we wouldn't
immediately
release the
eliminate
videos.
ourselves from the entire process.
Oh
Somebody else
my
would take
God.
over the podcast who has better equipment. And we'd be
Ugh.
back to where we were before we started it.
But if you do want to see us make any of the things we did pitch today, let us know. Otherwise, we're just gonna choose our favorite of the bunch. And
Yeah,
with
so
that-
we'll think of something and we'll choose something we think is what works. But if the audience has a favorite, let us know so we can maybe develop it some more. Because
Goblin dicks.
Or if you guys have an idea, just type a single sentence. It doesn't even need to make sense. a single sentence, and we'll try to
And we'll steal
freestyle
your
a
idea.
movie or video off of that.
Yeah. Random nouns.
Random
names.
nouns, yes, and we have to incorporate
If
that.
someone in
Almost
the
like a
audience
48
can
hour
call out
film.
a noun. We need a noun.
Everyone's just gonna post Paul, Evan, Brett eat goblin dicks.
Yeah.
All
Joke
caps.
about that, you son of a bitch.
All caps.
Joke about my dick and your mom last night.
But was it a goblin dick?
Did you just call my mom a goblin?